Well,
you heard it from the man himself.
that killed the mood.
He does love being homo. After all.
Ready when you are, bro.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Or not. Okay.
Or not, just start the timer.
Gotta close it down.
Alright, you know what? We'll reset. We're resetting that.
Reset, dude. I was just testing you. I just wanted to get a feel for your.
Oh, come
your
on now.
counting.
Yeah.
Come on
He
now.
needs your rhythm. He needs your rhythm, dude.
I just want to get in touch with your body, Deln.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Nice commentary. It's gonna be pretty nice.
So is Dungeon Explorer a game that this is part of? That's
This is the remake of
Mostly
Dungeon
what I didn't
Explorer 2.
understand.
Yeah, that's the remake of Dungeon Explorer 2.
oh, okay.
So in Crystal Beans, Deln has the ability to pick different classes. And so he's going with the monk, and you can see down on the bottom of the screen in that HUD that it shows his status, which is his agility, his attack, his stamina, and his intelligence. So whenever he kills a boss, the boss drops a gem, and it actually cycles through those 4 colors. And so he has the ability to kind of pick and choose what he's going to be adding his experience to. Then on the left side of the screen it just shows his HP, which increases as he levels. You only level from bosses in this game. There's a nice little quick kill here where he takes damage and mashes him. So he gets this blue, and you can see that his attack went up a little bit, so he's going to be doing more damage, and his HP increased as well. There's 2 items you saw. That W is just a potion that you can use to give yourself some health, and then the skull down on the bottom of the screen is actually magic, and currently he needs 3 of those in order to be able to cast a spell that you use the R shoulder button. There's also like blue seeds laying around that give you an extra life, but he's not going to need those. There is going to be a point later in the run where he actually takes some deaths on purpose. Game plays very similarly to like a Zelda, but you have projectiles, and there's another like spin attack that you have. So really killing the enemies doesn't do a whole lot for you because you're not gaining experience. They have some item drops and stuff like that, but for the purpose of speed, he's going to be skipping most of them and just killing them to not take too much damage. A lot of the dungeons that are set up too are, these ones are pretty straightforward, but pretty soon you'll see some teleporters and things that are supposed to make them maze-like, and after playing co-op the other day casually with Crack Attack, it's definitely a pain in the ass.
Alright, also this boss, there's a quick kill to it, but it only works if he goes at you really fast. If he's not rushing at you, then he's gonna teleport, or else he's just going to die.
So yeah, depending on what class you get, I mean generally for the run, Deln's just going to be using Monk because he can beast through pretty much everything because you have good stamina and your attack gets really OP towards the end. There is some classes that are like spellcasters and the priest, which is completely useless. He stops in the village here. He has to talk to this guy because it basically triggers a sequence. You see him exit the village really fast too, and you literally do that just by pressing X. It's built into the game, so it definitely helps with speed runs there.
This is the first stage, which is like quote unquote the maze, but
yeah, there's a lot of different paths you can take that lead to chests and little bonus areas that basically just give you blue seeds or give you an item. Throughout the dungeons, you also see traps like that, those spikes and like those things that are shooting at you, and for the most part, you can kill a majority of those things.
take one death here. Hello?
So there'll be spots where enemies do a lot of damage, We're
Can't do
down.
anything about this one.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Really, that luck. No.
But Deln will intentionally take deaths throughout just to expedite the process for later on. If you look above the Crystal Beans logo in the middle of the screen towards the bottom, there's 4 orange gems down there, and those are actually his life counter. Like, exiting that forest like that, you can only exit villages by pressing X. You can't exit dungeons or forested areas like that. And you're basically forced to find the exit. So when you play it casually, as you go through, like, there's just this little dirt smear that shows you the door, and walked around for like 10 minutes trying to figure out how to get the hell out.
Also, what I got just now is the lantern, which is required to enter this place. All it does is just light lights and stuff, but you can't actually go here, even with no lights.
Yep. So this is where the dungeons really start to be maze-like. There's multiple teleporters around here that kind of just take you all over the place. And like here, you can see that there's one to the right and the left. And it's interesting when you play in co-op because you can enter 2 separate teleporters, but the game always takes the whatever door or teleporter or stairs or whatever that the second person takes. So if you're running around and playing with somebody and you don't know where to go, it's kind of interesting to see what paths you take and get crossed up communication-wise, and it's pretty frustrating.
Yeah, when you use the priest is.
Yeah, when you use a priest and you have crack attack with you.
This character is so. That's all I heard when I was looking at him play.
Yeah. This character's my balls. But yeah, so for the most part, when Deln shoots enemies like that, it's just so it doesn't impede his forward progress. He doesn't really need to kill anybody for any other reason.
2 more teleporters and then the boss.
And the bosses in this game actually have a pretty decent variety. Most of the enemies are new to the area and you don't see reskins. This guy can be a really big dick. Just, you get stunned whenever he smashes his hammer and you can't do shit about it. And so you're stunned and his balls, I don't have another good word for it, his balls bounce around the room and they bounce off the walls and you can't really do anything about it. It was a good fight.
Also, I'm only taking attacks gems because the rest is pretty useless.
Does agility do anything?
It just makes you run faster,
Yeah.
Oh,
which is useless.
Going faster in a speed limit?
Well, just the amount of that attack goes OP on bosses. So you have to go back to this guy because basically he was like, "Yo, go kill this dude that chained me up and threw his balls around the room at me." So then you go and you kill him and you bring his balls back to prove you don't actually bring his balls back. But
Also, one of the trick I use all the time in this run is whenever you run and you tap lightly on the attack button, sometimes you attack and never stop running.
yep. So the game is designed so that when you shoot, you stop. But if you press the input like few enough frames, and I have no idea what the count is, but if you press it quick enough, then he just continually moves forward. That's pretty much the end of him having to go back and forth to villages for different sequences. And the way the game is set up is that once you talk to that guy and you open that dungeon, then you have to go back. And luckily, they didn't make that a reoccurring theme throughout the game, so you can pretty much just progress by knowing where to go and not having to do any story unlocks.
Also, those rollers, they only deal like 1 damage when they hit you, but they take a lot of hits, so it's better to just dodge them instead of just shooting them.
And when they hit you, they don't change direction or anything, so by moving out of the way, if you don't, they just sit there and just continually hit you, ticking away 1 damage while you're trying to shoot them, so it just takes a while.
No time for that potion.
They're pretty generous with the HP upgrades too per level. You'll notice like last time he jumped up 22 HP, which given the damage that most bosses in the game do is pretty generous, and you don't really have to worry about HP after like level 3. So we can kind of get a glimpse of why agility and being able to move faster doesn't really mean shit when you're going through this. Just the way the dungeons are set up, they're tight corridors and they aren't linear, so it's not like you're just blasting through. This is the Bushwhack Bros riding a crocodile.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to try to
Bushwhackers.
take a few of that if I can. Just going to get off the middle so I don't hit the agility gem.
Yeah, wherever the enemy dies is where the gem spawns. So if Deln is inside of his hitbox and he's hitting him and he doesn't get out as he kills him, then he'll pick up the agility gem and it's wasted.
Pretty much.
Give it a shot.
He's a marksman.
Yeah, he knew where that was.
You can actually hit them off screen, but it's just not worth it.
Just a verification that you actually did hit him. Yeah, in most instances with these rollers, once they go one direction, they don't really go back. So fortunately, you can just dodge them and then move along.
Also, yeah, taking damage from spikes, just whatever. They hit you for 1 damage, so might as well.
Yeah, there's one of the only games that I've ever seen where it generally spikes kick your ass. Like in most games, either instant kill or they do a bunch of damage. But for whatever reason, anything spiked here just does kick damage.
Traps aren't so dangerous, which is cool.
More story trigger stuff.
Fortunately, here you won't have to come back and talk to the guy again to progress.
Also, this is the first boss where I'm going to do the death bar, but that's after the next boss.
The music in this dungeon is awesome. This is a case of like another kind of oddball game. I guess Mystic Quest is kind of an oddball game too, but where the music is really solid, and a lot of people haven't heard the OST on this, but I really like it a lot.
Alright, I'm gonna have to die at least twice here, if possible. So I'm gonna stay here. Well, I'll take as much as I can.
So again, just because this boss does so much damage, Deln is just trying to get killed quickly so that he can death warp.
Alright.
So again, another 20 HP jump with, you can see how little damage most of the enemies already do, and just compiling HP for basically no reason. So those guys do a lot of damage, and it's nice and quick just to hop in there, and you can see it takes them right back to the beginning, which is way faster than taking the intended path to get to the exit.
Exactly. Another place where it may look like a maze because there's stairs everywhere, but we're not gonna fuck around. So.
A lot of the stairs too, the game is set up so it's looking like a maze, so you're exploring, but a lot of the extra staircases don't really take you to a dead end, or they take you generally to a treasure chest and then just wrap you back to the entrance. So towards the beginning, once you are going around, you can just get stocked up on potions and just basically have 2, maybe 3 options at the most.
This boss is probably the most random one, just
This
because
guy's-
now you have to kill those little guy that spawns, and sometimes they just spawn and run away really fast.
And their position is random where they spawn.
Yeah.
So Deln's not moving around to manipulate them or anything. He's just hoping to get them. And these little green guys that spawn too are dicks because they'll just get in the way of your shots.
Okay.
That was nice. Nice, dude. So the nice thing when you kill a boss too, you can see Deln had 6 HP there, but you get an automatic health refill whenever you pick up a gem. So that's why potions are relevant during this run.
Also, those enemies here are the second enemy that deals the most damage in the game, and I'm gonna die a few times on them because it's fast over here. Gonna lose 3 or 4 lives. I don't want the other one to be there though.
Yeah, if you can get both of them to come over here, then they'll just do the basically double tick damage to you, and it's pretty quick. So if you don't level up your attack, these enemies take forever to kill them. They're still dying pretty quickly just because we're just jamming as much XP as we can into there. And but if you go with anything else, man, it takes like 20 shots to kill those guys.
And they'll have time to swarm you before you kill
Yeah.
one. Alright, this boss is pretty scary though.
Yeah, this boss definitely can put a hurting on you. So obviously you have to wait until the dome opens up so that you can actually hit. And the position that Deln is taking, he's trying to stay out of the way of the projectiles that come flying out of it, but due to the movement that she's making, it's pretty difficult to try to time it.
Okay. I hope that I don't lose a life here, but I'm probably going to.
Yeah, this boss gets crazy. It's basically like a tofu
It's,
shmup.
So, yeah, low lag. Probably gonna die here.
Oh, nice, dude.
Nice. Easy every time, dude.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, that boss casualty is rough. There's a lot of stuff happening on this screen, but Deln don't care. So all these traps and everything and all these guys, he just plows right through them. They do like 4 damage, the enemies do. If you get hit by the lasers, I think they do 20. And just because of all the HP you have, you just walk right through, no big deal. Same thing here.
No problem here. Pretty easy stuff.
So yeah, man, when you play these dungeons casually, they definitely take way longer. Because you're trying to explore and figure out where to go and then dodge these enemies at the same time, and it's a pretty big challenge.
I mean, I only knew this game existed because Deln speedran it. I know nothing. This looks like the easiest game ever.
Wow.
It looks like it, dude, but
No.
we'll play it tonight. You'll see.
No, I believe you. I believe you.
But without having the monk, the other classes definitely add a challenge, and it's just because the way their abilities are set, and the game plays extremely differently in co-op because you're trying to balance out having 2 people and grabbing gems and everything like that. So it's pretty interesting. Just more killing enemies so that he can take the path that gets him there the quickest.
I'm gonna try to die on the boss one time, but if he gives me a 1 cycle, then
You gotta take it,
No.
bro.
I might just die. Yeah. 32 HP. Better die because there's a death ward right after him. This one cycle is, I would say, pixel perfect, but I don't know, you would have to ask Muniz. This is the one that actually found it.
Nice. Nice fight.
Easy every time.
So the biggest challenge in the speedrun, aside from obviously knowing where to go and how the game operates and how to level your character, is actually understanding where to take deaths, how to death warp, and having the ability and I guess skill with the game to be able to fight a boss and not die twice and understand positioning and everything like that. That's definitely the most difficult part of the run.
Again, more story triggers.
Just casual, upright, standing wolf barging into town, hollering at his boys.
No problem, dude.
Alright, this is the boss that, I guess, second most RNG boss, the vampire. You can start by, I guess, spinning for 5 minutes if he wants. You can spin for how long he wants, and you can't damage him. So what you want is him to start by walking towards you, so you can just quick kill him. If not, well, shit.
Then you're done with it.
Pretty much. Here, the damage you take doesn't really matter, so.
And that's not like the only things he can do. That'd be ideal if he came towards you.
This boss is just a pushover.
Yeah.
Just stand here.
Yeah, it's most of the time, I mean, when you just start playing a game, it's not really ideal for you to stand in the enemy's hitbox and take damage, but almost every boss fight in this game you benefit from doing that, because the bosses really don't have like invulnerability frames like in a lot of games, and so you can just sit there and just mash on them and you're taking damage, and you have some involved frames, so your take damage isn't too crazy.
Alright, there we go. Vampire time.
Good luck, sir.
Let's see what he does.
This sprite is super cool too.
Alright, spin
it
it.
is.
Way to be a dick.
Spin to win.
Alright, how long will he
But
spin?
yeah, he can just do this.
Hello? Oh, there
There
we
we
go.
go.
Die one time on him is good. So yeah, spin.
I love this sprite. But yeah, so you just sit here and get pushed in the corner and
Just kill him.
rally the bat. That piano sprite is actually super sick.
You can actually destroy the gem, so gotta watch out for that.
Yep. Yeah, any of the items like the potions or
Oh,
the
if you stay
wrong
here,
spot.
if you stay here, you take so much damage. I forgot. I need to go back in there and get the mask from the little kid that is, for some reason, in this castle. Definitely.
Where is she touching, dude?
yeah, dude, this kid just is hanging out in the basement of this dungeon crawling with all these monsters. So down here on the bottom you see a lot of different items, like the cape that's down there gives you temporary invincibility, and the blue seed, like I said before, is life, but you don't see those items that often on the linear path as you're walking through the dungeon, so it's never really ideal to get them. And like that invincibility cloak that you grab, you really don't even stay invincible for very long at all. It's not even worth it in casual play, I don't think, to grab it.
No.
Like, it's literally maybe 10 seconds.
So if you don't take the mask, you would have to travel all this distance, and you take so much damage that doing it is slow. Also, this is normal.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes the game just stand there
it's like a loading screen almost.
like a soft lock, pretty much. I don't even know why.
Something.
Whatever it is.
So you can see he's just sitting there taking damage. We're at 211 HP
Damn.
now, so
Well, I took the yellow gem. So I'm a
So
little bit
there's,
faster, but that's pretty useless.
So you can see, I mean, it's just, with the amount of lateral movement that you have to make in order to progress through these, going faster in a straight line doesn't really make that much of a difference. But yeah, the music in this game is so good.
I know one person that hates this game so much just because it's not Dungeon Explorer 2.
Who dat?
Rat Funk.
Rat Funk.
Every time I play this game, he's like, "Why do you play this shit, man? Why you not play the real game?"
I mean, I'd ask that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not even having played the Dungeon Explorer 2.
I played that game, but I prefer this one.
So, as far as I know, there's only been a handful of runners of this game. Mostly Moon Bros, right? Just it's Deln, Dansho, and Muniz have all kind of played the game. And is there anybody else that has ever done runs of it?
I don't think so. Also, I'm gonna take another death here, real quick. Or kill him. Whatever.
We'll just murder him.
I just have to keep going.
Whatever, that works.
And did you have the record now, or did Muniz get it back?
I got it.
Okay.
Muniz did not do single player, I think.
Oh, that's right.
He did co-op, and his co-op time I think is still over my time, my single player.
No big deal.
So I don't.
So again, reoccurring theme here, but it's much quicker to take a death than master this game over scene.
It takes so long just to go over, like to go around.
Mm-hmm.
There's the other person that did run of this is Dansho,
Yeah.
which has like a 37, 38,
Yep.
something like that.
So it's a very Canadian heavy game.
For a Japanese game, yeah.
This and ice hockey, top 2 games in Canada.
That's true. Ice hockey is so good. Alright, more maze-esque action, I guess. Except that it's not so much of a maze.
Yeah, it's funny how mazes kind of lose their purpose when you know how to solve them. Oh, dude, please.
So,
oh, go ahead.
Let's not kill those people, because this spawner right here doesn't spawn anything if there's 5 enemies on the screen. Oh yeah, this boss. Forgot about it.
This boss is awesome.
This hitbox is actually in the middle, but on the side there's like his leg that are actually blocking bullets and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, hitting him in the eyes.
Yeah, you can't just shoot his entire body.
See, like now I'm just missing his hitbox because of his damn size. Could break his tongue.
Nice.
Oh,
Dude.
Spawn right up.
It's got stamina. Looked like. Looked like your stamina just went up.
Yeah, it's not
Possibly, yeah.
No,
It shouldn't.
They've all increased over time, though.
Well, I think as you you mainly get attack,
Yeah,
but it
exactly.
just barely goes up, and his agility went up because he accidentally grabbed a yellow one. But
more story eaters. Because why not? If I remember
tell you the
this
story,
is-
but I can't read it. So
Yeah, well, you can give it a try.
Who can? Who can?
So the platforms here are obviously intended for you to hop on them and wait, but we're just gonna go ahead and walk over the
You just take 1
spikes.
damage? Oh, you take
No, this one.
15 damage.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
ones
these do
deal a
quite a
lot.
bit more, but
Oh,
with
shit,
the amount of
this
lives
is
that we
still-
have, and
This doesn't matter. You just go over it. Dude. Also, by dying there, you have some frames where you don't take damage on spike, so you just use them to go over. Oh yeah, this. Oh, nice potion.
yo, dude, potion hype.
Just use it.
Just tired of lugging that thing around in my pocket. So the enemy spawn points, the pulsating orbs of love, they don't actually do damage when you run against them. It's only the enemies
Ropes.
in the hentai tunnels. More spikes.
Alright.
Go time.
This boss might look difficult. It might look like it would take some time, but you know, you're just standing in there and just killing.
Pretty sweet. So this is a good example of like a portion of the dungeon that once you beat the boss it takes you to, so that you can. It's cool. They just give you different looks all the time.
Also, I want to point out that these green wizard are the fastest enemy in the game, and with 2 spawner, they spawn really fast. You just want to go by really fast, or else they swarm you instantly. Also, another potion. Not bad.
Drink that shit, dude.
Also, I just noticed I have 2 lives with that. I'm gonna probably have to do suicide to gain them back later. Nice slide. Also, it's not as bad as Dino City.
What is?
The lag. Yeah. Okay. This boss is easy if he doesn't do anything like now. Take 1 down.
Oh, that's better.
Good boss.
Sometimes he just decides to throw his lance at you with just like 40 damage,
Yeah.
and you can just do that non-stop and kill you. So this, if you know how to read Japanese, this boss or this enemy is the one that revived the Dark Lord, whatever his name is, which is the final boss. I don't know.
Yeah. Hell, I'm at the story, man.
At least there's a story.
Good boss, man.
At least there's a story. That's
Yeah.
true.
So there it is.
Was that time?
No.
No.
There's the
Just
final,
saying, there's the crystal
like,
bean,
foot
dude.
Thing, yeah.
final dungeon now. That's why it's called Crystal Beans, because there's one crystal.
Crystal
Because
bean.
there is a crystal
Crystal
bean.
bean. Why is it called crystal beans when there's only one bean?
Don't worry about the particulars, dude. It's like Beanstalk
I'll just
takes you up to the final dungeon.
I'll just watch Deln murder more bosses.
There's only 2 bosses left, I
Yep.
think. Alright. Also, best music in the game.
Absolutely.
So those are the first enemy that hurts you the most in the game. If you notice the floor sucks you in the middle of this
Yep.
hallway,
Garbage.
and those enemies, well, are gonna go there. I would show you, but I don't have any life left, so. Okay.
Yeah, Deln is playing it a little bit safer than just because of his life count here. I mean, not too much safer, but
I mean, the next boss, if I don't lose too much HP here, is...
it's be easy money.
Yeah, he's easy. Oof.
That was close, dude. Those guys deal a fair amount of damage.
Oh yeah, they do. I'm gonna have to get the heart all the way over there.
Yeah.
Not this one, but the other.
Yep. Yeah, those guys are a pain in the ass, those exploding plants. When you're playing through casually and you aren't nerfed as hell.
Well,
Well, I should say you are nerfed as hell, sorry. But, because they're little seeds that they shoot out are hard
also
to
this
see.
is the first time I've seen this, but the spike ball that's supposed to spin around that block there despawns for some reason.
Your strats, dude?
I don't even know why. Probably because of all the bullets on the screens.
Yeah.
Also,
Sprite overload.
easiest maze ever, just hold right. So I'm taking 2 potions here for the next boss.
So the potions, like the gems and like the magic little heads right there, if you shoot them, then they go away.
So this guy's just gonna stand on you. I may not need to use the potion.
Yeah, dude, if he's nice, then
Let's just use it.
just bomb him anyway. So to use your potion, all you have to do is press L, and it's an instant use. Nice leg, dude.
Yeah.
So you can see how high his HP is now. He's over 500, which is super beneficial for Mom from Binding of
Boss is
Isaac.
so weird.
Also, those legs are the final boss. Well, the final boss is up there. It's not the final boss, but also those flames deal like a lot of damage, but they don't spawn quick enough to actually do anything. So we died. We go back here, but since we killed the boss, well, we don't have to beat him again.
Intended hype.
So we just restock on lives and wait out this part.
So that when you press Y, that's another attack that you can do. That's the most useless thing ever. You literally just spin around and like swirl this pink. I don't know, dude, but you can hit enemies with it. But any situation in the game that you can think of that's useful, let me know.
So what's the objective with this boss? You just wait.
Just wait until he breaks this
Yeah,
so we can
you gotta
access
go
it.
over and stomp it.
And this is the final boss.
So time should
This.
be coming up fairly soon.
This is the final boss.
Oh,
Which,
this guy. Oh,
I
okay.
remember this.
Yeah.
so we're just gonna try to shoot and be as close as possible to him.
So
that's
there,
the worst
you can have
possible
like
place.
3 shots on the screen,
Two.
or 2, and there's this ability that you get that it's the mirror, right? If you pick it up, and it bounces your shots off the wall. And so, if you ever see that, avoid that at all costs, because like in this situation, you can shoot a bullet and it'll just bounce off the wall, and so you can only shoot 1 bullet. So now Deln's just gonna stay in position and shoot his head. Pretty easy.
I guess should be easy.
You can tell the reason it's beneficial sometimes to take that game over and come back here much faster than trying to dodge any of this shit.
Oh,
That stupid yellow ball thing. So dumb.
More bouncing balls, dude.
beer downtime by the way. Second half should come off soon enough. And that boss just doesn't do anything anymore. Except the yellow Hackathon.
37 to 21.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
alright. It's not bad, but slow.
So here's
you
the
rescue these
story.
princesses, I guess?
Yeah.
Alright, Farrell, tell us what's going on.
Let's see. So there's some guys, lights, something about things.
Okay.
It's a good story, man.
All the
Good
things,
enough.
dude.
Good enough.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna buy this game now.
Right?
I'm intrigued.
Moral of the story is Deln always gets the babes.
Truth.
Well, of course.
Also, in the credits, you'll see all the characters of the game, even the one you did not unlock.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Which is a bunch more than you've seen.
and also they're pretty useless. So. They're all useless, pretty much. Except the thief, which is the fastest in the game.
This game does this thing where, like right now, it's showering over the screen, and then at the beginning in the intro, it like puts this rain over the screen. And every time I capture this game, I think that my capture card's fucked up because it doesn't look like a sprite, dude. It just looks like shit on the screen. It looks awful.
How was the rundown?
Over.
It's over.
Yeah, fast.
Follow Deln, guys. He's a meme runner. He's fucking good. He's
Meme
fucking
runner.
good.
See,
So
those are all.
here's all the characters. That dude in the bottom right always trips me out, man.
You can't see them because of the text. So.
Yeah, you
Well,
missed it.
you'll see them now. So.
Oh,
He's
that's all
that
characters.
the dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yep.
This is DeuceCon right here.
2015.
there.
37-21. Not bad. I missed it.
Not bad.
Is it good, Deln?
Is it good?
Is that time good?
It's alright.
It's not bad. Yeah, sub 40 is definitely decent.
How about you attempt to play with the priest again?
That's gonna take a 3-hour run for sure.
Dude, I'd be surprised if you could even beat it.